What's going on, you all? Coach Reese here, the boxing professor, coming to talk to you today about how to throw the cross. The third video in my Boxing for Beginners series. So today we're going to talk about that cross, that knockout shot, the punch that comes off of the back foot. For refresher purposes, always go back and look at how to get in your boxing guard, which is a video that I'll attach, and then go back and look at the video on how to throw the jab, which is also attached. Or it's in the playlist. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. So let's get into our boxing guard from our video. So once again, I am an orthodox fighter naturally. I can do a little bit in southpaw, just enough to hold me down, but I'm naturally an orthodox fighter. So with my left foot in the front, right foot in the back, knees slightly bent, up off the back foot, and in my traditional boxing guard. Understand that the cross comes off of the backhand. So when you throw your cross, you don't go outside. You want to throw your punches like you've got two walls here, or like you're trapped in an elevator or a phone booth. That's a nice metaphor that boxers used to use back in the day, but those don't exist anymore. Phone booths don't. So now you want to fight like you're in a small closet. So when you throw your cross, or a two shot that your coach will call, what you want to do is come off of the backhand, twist, turn, and position yourself here. Make sure that your left hand stays up, your chin is down, you don't lift your head, and that you rotate your back foot, turn your back hip, and extend at the arm. So one more time or two more times, I'll throw that cross or the two. Here, back. Here, back. Now, if you have your volume up, there's something really important that's taking place as I throw this cross, and that is hearing my foot turn. I suggest when you're throwing these punches, you train with no music. Not only is music more of an escapism tool to kind of escape the pain and torture of training, but you're missing some key factors here. If you listen to that punch, you're going to hear my foot turn before my foot fully extends. So once again, from a boxing guard, you'll hear my foot turn. Kind of like I'm trying to get some gum off of my shoe, like I got some gum at the ball of my foot and I'm trying to push it out. You're going to wear out a pair of shoes. Like I don't have on my boxing shoes right now. However, when I do have my boxing shoes on, you're going to wear out that ball of your foot on your boxing shoes or whatever shoes you train in. So understand that there is a kinetic that happens in boxing, and it's like a tornado where it's working its way up. If you ever saw the Fantastic Four movie, not this last one, I haven't seen it, but the one back in the day where the guy was standing on the board, and the board is what lit up to send the power up through his body to discharge the waves through his hand. That is the same factor that happens when you're throwing these punches. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. So I'm in my boxing guard, and what's going to happen is my foot is going to be the first thing to move. So as my foot moves or turns, it's going to shift the hip. So it's going to be foot, hip, twist, discharge. The mistake that people make, especially street fighters, they'll throw these crazy, well, I can't throw one of those crazy shots. They're just throwing from the arm, right? Just throwing from the arm. Your arm weighs what it weighs. 10, 15, 20 pounds, depending on, how much muscle you carry on it. So you can hit them with 10, 15 pounds of force, or myself, I weigh about 206 right now. And me being able to draw force out the ground through 206, I guarantee that it's going to be over 200 pounds of force when you drive through the ground. So the ground is your ally, which is why I harp on you guys working on your footwork. Okay, so after all of that spiel, watch the kinetic. You'll see my foot move, my hip move behind it, and then my arm discharge. See it and you hear it? You'll hear the foot dig before my fist is even fully extended. Another thing I want you to notice is I'm not throwing myself over my legs. I, once again, am keeping my torso square in between my quads. Therefore, I always have a great center balance. You'll see people do this, and then they're going to have to retract all of that. People who do that are easy to counter because they're delivering the meal to them. The meal would be me countering you. I'll shoot a check hook over top of that all day. So don't lose center gravity. What you want to do is dig it, return it. Dig it, return it. Dig it, return it. So there's another key factor that goes into this beautiful sweet science. And I know that a lot of these videos, even though we're only talking about one punch, can get a bit detailed. Listen, there's a reason why. There's a lot that goes into boxing, even though you're only using two hands for your weapons. Listen, let's say I threw my jab. Go back and watch the jab video. Remember how I told you guys to turn your body in the jab video? If I shoot my jab here, what did I do? I turned my body forward. As I turned my body forward, what did I do? I pulled my right hand back, kind of like grabbing what? A crossbow or bow and arrow. You're pulling it back. Therefore, what happens? You create more force to be discharged when you throw your two. Get it? Watch again. So if I'm in my boxing guard and I shoot that one, I just pulled my body back. So then when I do follow through with my two, I have that much force loaded into my two. All the punches correlate together, not separate. Not this right here with your 1-2. You see how I separated it 1 and 2 and no. We'll get more into that in the next video. But listen, when you shoot that 2, it should be off of a preloaded position as to where the weight is already shifted back. So don't throw your 2 from a front-loaded square position. Remember, your shoulders are already supposed to be 45 degrees. Your feet are supposed to be staggered, not next to each other like that, where you present yourself as a target. A lot of boxing coaches teach that, and it's very flawed. You should have your foot kind of diagonal, 45 degrees here. Left shoulder in front of the right, if you're orthodox, right? And you twist off the back. Twist off the back. Make sure that you don't drop your shoulder down and you don't punch downwards. You keep that shoulder up just in case there is a check hook coming. It may be absorbed by that right shoulder that just threw the cross. You also pull this hand back to protect the jaw. That's how you throw a cross, a nice heavy cross. Practice it, practice it, practice it. I know I've only put up 3 videos so far. However, these 3 videos are highly important. After we get to throwing the hook, what we'll start doing is learning how to move and accent the footwork, which will give you the option to throw varieties of jabs, crosses, and hooks. So this video is how to perfect or how to throw a 2 for you beginners. Practice, practice, practice. 3 rounds of each. 3 rounds of getting into the boxing guard, 3 rounds of the jab, and 3 rounds of the cross. After that, we'll get into combinations and things of that nature. If you got any questions, comments, drop them below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.